you'll notice that the front is not really responsive. It just tends to be really numb on the front axle. So let's see how we can fix that by braking a little bit differently and also accelerating differently, because when you go hard on the brakes, like I said, the weight goes fully forward. If you oversaturate the front, it just basically dies. So you lose front grip and it's sliding on the front tire. And if you go really hard on throttle, two things can happen. Either you get wheel spin and you lose the rear end on exit, or you can make the front of the car come up off the ground really aggressively, which takes that contact patch away from the front tire. So you're lifting the front tire out of the ground, because you can see it with the motion rig. The thing just sits backwards. The car sits back, the weight comes off the front tire. So let's try to do this differently. We'll brake lighter and late. Light and late, and we'll see what the effect is. So let's do a light, late brake into turn one, and we'll see what happens. We lose the rear now. Now, because we're light and late, the weight transfer's gone to the front. We haven't oversaturated the front. You can see how I just lose the car so easily. I initially went to a hard brake and then came out of the pedal, and you can see that with that red trace. And the moment I came off the pedal, I start losing the rear of the car. That's because now I initially oversaturated the front tire by asking too much of it. The front tire died, and then once I started rolling out of the brake, it got grip really late in the corner where the balance is still on the nose. So that's not good, obviously. We don't want that. We don't want to have a balance where it's completely on the nose and really pointy. So you can see how now we've taken two different examples and done two different things with the exact same car setup. The first time we went through, absolutely no front end, zero steering. It just understeered to the end of the earth. Second time we went late and light, and especially in the high-speed corner, it was really, really bad, where I completely lost the rear. And then coming into that, turn 3 section, again, lost the rear. When I got off that hard pressure, you saw, initially my instincts kicked in. I went into the pressure and then released off. But when you go to the light pressure and the front tire has a little bit of grip and a little bit more weight transfer than you would want at that specific point when you're turning in and you're asking the front to carve, now it's just all on the nose. And the rear tires are actually up in the air, so you have a small contact patch in the rear, which is why it's unstable on corner entry. So let's try to fix all this mess by just braking hard and early, and we'll just get off the brake early, and we'll see what that does to the balance. Before we get to like the perfect or ideal technique, let's just see what a hard brake pressure and an early brake with hard pressure does to the car. And it's going to be safer, but let's just see. The balance will speak for itself. So I'm going to go with a hard pressure